you guys believe that tomorrow it's gonna be September already? Or maybe it's already September for you, depending on your time zone or when you decide to watch this video, but I am genuinely so bewildered at the fact that we are 9 whole months into this year already. Like, we really only have 4 months left before it's 2021, and I don't understand how that has happened. Time during this year as a whole has been super duper weird because right now it feels like I am still in March and no time has passed at all, but at the same time it also feels like our 1 year of 2020 has been 84 separate years long. With that being said, sticking on the topic of time, it has now been 10 whole days since I last made a video talking about quote-unquote Fall Guys clones on Roblox. Yeah, I know, I am so incredibly generous, I don't need you guys to tell me that. I thought I would give you a break from hearing the words Fall Guys come out of my mouth, but oh boy, we are back because I have personally seen something in the popular tab on the Roblox games page. You know what, let's get this out of the way right off the bat. Please make sure to leave a like in this video and you will be my favourite person in the whole world. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Our new goal is to now reach 270,000 subscribers. So SlipBlox is apparently a thing, and ever since DropBlox first appeared and after I had made a video on it, I had a way more than necessary amount of people flocking over to me with links to different Fall Guys clones that they had found lying around Roblox, and at the risk of every single video I uploaded becoming about Fall Guys copies on Roblox, I just never really paid any attention to them until I opened up the Roblox games page earlier today and I was minding my own business, scrolling through the popular tab, and that is the exact moment in time that I saw and I found something called SlipBlox. If I just show you the thumbnail and the logo of this game, it's certainly no secret as to why or how this one game in particular caught my attention, and especially not if you have seen my videos about Roblox DropBlox. Yes, I just hit my arm on the desk. Yes, I am in immense pain. The biggest thing that I'm kind of concerned about is the logo that SlipBlox is currently using, because whilst DropBlox still hasn't said a single word as to why their Roblox group got content deleted and taken down, after they had brought their group back, the only thing that looked like it changed was the logo is very slightly different and the colours have been completely changed. But this logo that SlipBlox is using right now looks exactly like the old DropBlox logo, except the word drop is slip. As you may have already guessed, SlipBlox is a new game inspired by Fall Guys, and from the way the game looks on both the inside and the outside, it's obviously heavily inspired, not just inspired, which is what makes this so concerning, because whatever forced Roblox to take down the other Fall Guys copies basically looks like this one is going to have a massive target painted on its back, and especially since it's now working its way up to the front page with almost 5,000 players at the moment. But let me just make something very clear right now, because this is not me trying to be like, oh my god, this Roblox game is copying Fall Guys, delete it right now. If Fall Guys has a problem with it, they will take it down. Otherwise, this is not a problem to me and it shouldn't be a problem to anyone else. I'm just voicing my concern based on the fate of the other inspired games have received. Win the minigames to score points. Points are calculated every 3 rounds. The player with the most point wins. Try to get in the leaderboard, and new minigames every day. That last part is very interesting because I'm trying to figure out whether it means the minigames that get picked every day changes, or if it means the developers are somehow putting out a new minigame every single day, because that seems close to impossible unless their life is now entirely dedicated to creating SlipBlox maps. It's also interesting because if you actually enter and play the game, and you've probably already seen in the background of this video because I plan on hopefully using SlipBlox as the background footage, a lot of stuff around the map is very similar, like the little floating arrow signs outside of the walls, but the first thing I truly noticed is when you are loading into a map and a game is starting, the cutscene is the same, as in it takes you around and gives you a look through everything before going to your character, and then a countdown begins and off you go. But they also have a pretty wide mix of maps that they have completely created and come up with all all by themselves. However, they also have some maps that look to be straight out of Fall Guys upon first glance, but even in those copied maps, they have changed the ways that a lot of this stuff works. I mean, the game itself was created like 2 weeks ago during the middle of August, and it was last updated at some point today. I suppose that was the new mini-games every day that they were adding in or something, but the game somehow already has 6 million visits, and like I said before, constantly at least 5,000 players all playing at the same time. I don't know if any big Roblox YouTubers have made videos of them playing SlipBlox and that's how it's got so big, but even so, I don't think it would have quite reached 6 million visits from 1 or 2 YouTubers playing it, so I think that achievement kind of just arrived on its own and probably came from the game being inside of the popular tab already just 2 weeks after existing. I said this before, I said Fall Guys is a paid game, which obviously means there is a fairly big portion of people out there who just aren't going to get a chance to play the game, which also means it's basically inevitable that someone somewhere would eventually end up making a Roblox version because it's essentially a free alternative for those players who aren't able to buy the real Fall Guys. Which also means that the game was always going to end up being super popular. It was essentially just a matter of who got their game out first, and right now it looks to be SlipBlox, but I also don't know how long it's gonna last. Even though the reason is still 100% unknown, the DropBlox Roblox group got taken down and content deleted before they even got a chance to release the game, and there is a few other Fall Guys copies that did release their games, but they almost instantly got taken down and content deleted as well. It would be very helpful to know the reasons they are being taken down, because right now I think the most popular theories are Fall Guys themselves took the game down, or Roblox just didn't want to risk that happening, so they took the games down before any copyright issues would arise. I know a whole lot of people are still upset and angry at all these different games attempting to copy Fall Guys, but look, at the end of the day, let me add my thoughts into here, because I truly and wholeheartedly believe that copying is not a bad thing, and I think people tend to correlate the word copy or copying with a negative stigma, and it's because they have an incorrect meaning of the word, because I think there is a very thin line between what's copying and what's straight up stealing, because copying good, stealing bad. I would even go as far as to say that copying can sometimes be a great thing, not if it's all you do, but of course copying sometimes is good, and I believe that mindset has certainly built itself over the many different years, but it probably stemmed from, I remember a long time ago I had this one teacher and I told him that someone was copying me, and all he said was something along the lines of, think of it more as they are inspired by your work and they are copying it because they like it. And from then, it really took any negativity out of the word copying for me, and it's pretty cool how that has stuck with me for so long, because I swear that was a good 12 years ago now. But see, whoever is out there right now making Fall Guys inspired games on Roblox, if they didn't create them, then someone else would have, because like I said, it's basically inevitable. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of these Fall Guys clones on Roblox that keep appearing out of nowhere. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.